Hey dudes and dudettes. So basically, I died. I'm a whole hot mess this morning. I just woke up like, say about 20 minutes ago. You can see my little kitten. I got 2 new kittens. About 3 weeks ago. Hey! It's that other little kitten. Her name's Cleo. It's Cleopatra, but Cleo for short. Oh, and here's Benjamin. He was like kind of running around. I call him Benji for short. How I got them is from my sisters. They gave them to me because their cat had kittens, so I decided to take them. Now they're here with me. And I have 3 cats. So maybe I am the crazy cat lady because people will be calling me that, and I'm like, and I have 1 cat. Now, I have 3. So this is not a video about my cats. Sorry if I'm gonna drift it out there. My room's a little messy, like I'm a little fan because it's hot. Summer, California. This little apartment only has like 1 AC, and it's like in the living room, and it's like a little wall unit, so it's like I'm gonna have to leave it on to get through the part. But yeah, I broke my leg. I did have a cast on it, but I just had surgery. Let me tell you, I almost died. What had happened was my sisters came out here, as I was saying, and they're visiting with me right now. And we went to this little lake, this like the lake park, and we were hanging out. We saw there was a skate park there, and they were like, "Ooh, can we watch them?" And I was like, "Sure." They got so interested. They were like, "Oh, Bridget, let's skate. Let's get skateboards. Can we please learn how?" And I was like, "Sure, yeah, of course." Like knowing me, I always wanted to skateboard. We see how that went. So anyways, we went and got boards off OfferUp. We just had gotten our boards. First day we go to the skate park, we're riding around the freaking thing. Guess what happens? I come to a stop to get on my board as we were like exiting like the skate park. We had already done like a circle, like the first circle. We'd already practiced on like the sidewalk on the side because like we were scared to like go out there and look like a fool in front of everyone because we didn't really know exactly what we were doing. We were getting the gist of it, but we weren't like them. Like some of those people were like hardcore like skaters, but I was like, one day maybe I'll get to that level. But the way this is looking, I think my career has ended very shortly, and I'm upset. Sorry, I keep getting off topic. I'm like, okay, so we're coming to a stop off the freaking off the skate park, and I'm using my front foot, my left foot as my front foot, and my right foot back here as the pedal thing to push me. So I would put this foot on, and I'd be pushing, and then I'd hop on, right? That's the way it goes when you ride. Well, what had happened was, okay, sorry, I had a little mishap. Should I knock my phone off the windowsill? Now she's throwing a hissy fit because she likes to sit up on the windowsill like by herself to like look outside because they don't really let her outside anymore. So yeah, now she's upset because my phone's like in her like little territory. She'll get over it. Anyways, my hair definitely needs a wash. I'm telling you, when you break your leg, showering is a freaking chore. So I need a shower. I'm gonna do that today. I haven't showered in like 2 days. I'm not gonna lie. Shh, don't at me. I haven't really been doing anything anyways. Like I literally just lay here, watch movies. I slept for like the past 2 days because that's when I got out of surgery. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Okay, so my front foot was here, back foot was here. This is my left, this is my right. Somehow, some way, I had taken this foot off the board, and this foot like lost control because this foot I lifted it off and I set it on the ground. It's my leg, and my left foot went flying forward with the board. So it was kind of doing like a little split, but this foot had all my weight on it. So I landed on it, but it had like turned in and like crunched underneath of me. If that makes any sense. And after that, I'm telling you, I was It's like my sisters were like there, and like I like landed on my foot, and then I kind of moved to my butt, and I was like in the middle of the, not in the middle, I was like closer to the side of the skate park. So I kind of pushed my board out of the way, and I kind of was scooching towards the side, and I was sitting there like, I looked over to Kaden, and I was like, I can't move, Kaden, and that's when I knew like something was wrong. Like I'm telling you, everything in my body was like, don't move. You can't move. You're dead. Like you're broken. That's exactly what happened. I'm telling you, I heard it. That's what it was saying. And so I looked at Jaden, and she was over there sitting because she didn't want to like. She's not really into the skating thing. Like she tried it for a little bit, but she's not really into it. Like me and Kaden are. So, anyways, I'm sitting there with Kaden, and I'm like, I look at her, and I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, oh God, I just broke my leg. I thought I broke it. I was like, what's sprain? I've never had a sprain, a sprain, or like a torn tendon, or like a torn muscle, or a broken bone. Nothing. Like I've been like pretty calm in my life. Pretty boring, actually, in better terms. I don't do anything interesting, I guess. I'm trying to. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Okay, but anyways, I looked at Jaden. I think I broke it. I'm sitting there for like 10 minutes. 10 minutes goes by, and I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, let's go. I probably should go to the hospital. So she tries to help me up, and it's like, I don't even really remember. I think she helped pull me up. Like, she got in front of me and she was pulling me up, and I kind of was putting weight on my foot too to get up. And she gets on this side of me, the side where my leg was like broken, my right side. So she gets under there, and we're kind of hobbling, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm putting my weight on you. She's like, it's fine. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. And so I'm doing that. There's like these rocks in this one area where we were to get over to the sidewalk. They like kind of split up the sidewalk from the skate park. So we're like hopping over that, and I'm like kind of putting weight down, and it hurt so bad. Once we got over there to where Jaden was sitting, I'm telling you, it was only like 10 feet away. Yeah, it was only like 10 feet away from where I broke my leg to where Jaden was. But I'm telling you, that took me so long to get there. Once I got there, I sat down with her, and I was like, I was trying to get like my breath back, my bearing, and everything. Once I had sat down for a second, Jaden was like, here, come on, like, I'll carry all the stuff, and then Kaden was gonna walk me. But I didn't want to put my weight on Kaden, because, you know, I'm heavy. I'm like 185 pounds. Like, I'm a thick girl, okay? Like, she starts to walk me, and I'm like, no, it's fine. Let me just sit back down. And then she was like, well, how about you sit on the skateboard, and we'll just, like, push you. And I was like, okay. But there were, like, a crap ton of, like, dudes, like, and skateboarders, like, down the sidewalk. We were up here, or like, let me do this way. We were up here sitting on like this bench thing, and the dudes were down here, and there was like a flat landing strip to get into the skate park, and then here were the rocks, like in between the sidewalk and the bench, the rocks, and then the skate park back here. But over here, they had like a little pathway, and like they were all standing right here, and for us to be on the sidewalk to get to the car, we had to go past them on the sidewalk to get to the cars that were parked up here. And as like Kaden was like pushing me on the skateboard, she pushed me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. As she was pushing me, I was like, nah, this is embarrassing. I was like, can I get up? Can you help me get up? Like, we can just walk, I'll just limp. Jaden actually runs to the car. She takes all 3 of our skateboards. So she put all that stuff in the car, and she came back, and she got on this side of me. It was like human crutches. I love them. Like, so anyways, we limped to the car. I was like putting my weight on them for my right leg, so I wasn't putting any weight on it. So once we get to the car, I'm driving with my left foot. Illegal AF, I know. So anyways, once we get to the Navy hospital, this is when it gets really freaking interesting. So that a whole another freaking story. This is just the story of how I broke my leg and what happened after. The sequence of events. So we get to the hospital, right? My sister both my sisters run to talk to the guy, like, hey, like, our sister, she's in the Navy, she broke her leg, and she needs a wheelchair. There comes this corpsman down the freaking sidewalk to the emergency room parking lot where I'm parked. I get on the thing and he wheels me up there. My sisters are coming with me. Once we get up to the emergency room, I check in and I'm probably waiting in the waiting room for like half an hour to get taken back. So I get taken back and I'm telling you, like, it was like one of the worst nights in a hospital I've ever been. I don't go to the hospital a lot, but if I go for like someone else or what have you, it's fairly quick or easy or simple. This was not any of those. Once they finally take me back, I'm in my like little area, and of course they wouldn't let my sisters come back. Okay, so I had just gotten back to the hospital room, and I'm sitting there. They're like, okay, we're gonna have to take X-rays, blah blah. I'm like, okay. And the guy's like, whenever I first get there, he's like, we're gonna take some X-rays. I'll give you some ice packs to cool down your leg. We need to keep it elevated. And he was like, and we'll give you a pain shot. And I was like, okay, to help with the pain. I'm telling you, it took half an hour to get an X-ray. We got the X-ray. The guy that was really back there was really nice. He wasn't supposed to tell me what was going on with my leg, but he told me anyway. He told me it was broken. He showed me like the X-ray and everything. It was really cool. But you could see like my front bone. I'm gonna see if I can get a picture next time. I probably can't. He shows me the picture of my leg, the X-ray, and you could see. Imagine like this is like my front bone right here, like my shin bone, like in the front of my leg, and then this is my backbone right here. You know, it's like smaller. It's like bigger and smaller. Sure. Okay, but anyways, the smaller one in the back, you could see like as it went down, it was like split, like at an angle, like bone. It was like an angle split, and I was like, it was broke. And mind you, I've never broken a bone before, so I was like, it shocked me. I was like, what? I done it. So anyways, I go back to my like little room with my bed. It had like curtains around it, so I wouldn't call it a room necessarily, like the ER. I'm waiting. I'm telling you, probably like an hour passed before a doctor came and was like, hey, so your leg's broken. I was like, oh, okay. Pretending to be surprised because I wasn't supposed to know. Well, he finally gives me my ice pack for my leg, the one doctor. And then, I'm telling you, about 30 minutes later, they finally come and give me a shot of pain medicine. After I'm sitting there, probably like 2 hours have passed by this point since I've been to the hospital, and I finally got some pain meds. I was like, anyways, so they did that. They took the X-ray, and they were kind of just fooling around all night long. Like, they would bring me to my bed, and they were like, okay, so it's actually like a spiral fracture, and like, I don't know if you're gonna need surgery because the tendons probably could have ripped, and the spiral fracture like wraps around the bone, I guess. They were like, oh, we don't know if you're gonna need surgery. Like, we have to do some more X-rays, some like stress tests, like bend your ankle and whatnot. And I was like, hey guys, so actually, like, I was just editing, and I realized that the video was way too long. So I'm deciding to break it up into like 3 parts. And then I'm also doing like a Q&A with my sisters. So if you guys are interested and you'd like to follow along, I'm going to have them linked in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching.